to PC Woods Kids Tech Talk. Today we're looking at a video card from Axle 3D, the HD5450. This is a low-profile video card. Now let's take a closer look at it. Starting from the box, you can see here that it supports all the ATI technologies, as you would expect, of course, DirectX11. The Axle 3D brand has both ATI and NVIDIA cards, but today we're looking at this one, which comes with a 40 nanometer architecture GPU, and the core clock is 650 megahertz. Okay, now we're going to look at this one a little bit more in detail, but really it's for your home theater PC. As you can see here, there's no fan. It's got a cool looking heat sink that goes from one end to the other, covering everything in its entirety. So you know that it's going to cool off the memory chips, the 512 megabytes of DDR3 that it has, and as you can see here, it's got a wavy look to that heat sink for the airflow to go through it. So that's pretty interesting the way they did that. It's a custom heat sink with the Axle 3D logo stamped, imprinted on it, as you can see. No power connectors needed. It's a very, very small card, very, very small for tight, small cases, obviously. And here are the standard outputs that you would expect for your home theater PC, the DVI, HDMI, and your VGA out. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell when it comes to an entry-level card. And that's what this is. It's not meant to be running your games on high settings. A lot of you have been asking me, will this work with games on high settings? And just because you've asked me that, I've benchmarked a whole bunch of different games with this card on high settings so that you can see what the results are. You really should be playing these games on medium and low settings, okay? This is more so you can watch your videos, you can do some surfing on the internet, you know, all your audio and stuff like that. Starting here in my test PC, you can see what I mentioned about the Cedar GPU, the 40 nanometer architecture, supporting, of course, PCI Express 2.0 slots, DirectX 11 5, shader model 5, texture fill rate, bus width, and bandwidth are at the low end, of course. Memory type is GDDR3, not GDDR5. And there's the GPU clock and the memory clock speeds. Okay, so because this is an low-end entry model card, obviously the cost of this card is going to be basically fairly low, and we're going to look at that at the end. Here are the temperature settings, as you can see. 40 degrees Celsius on idle, basically, when there's no load on it. And running it at full load, it goes all the way up to 50 degrees Celsius. So not bad at all for a little card that has no fan. Now, here are the benchmarks. Starting with 3D Mark Vantage, because that's what I use to kind of rank my video cards that I test. You can see that the Axle 3D ATI HD5450 is halfway in between all of these cards, not as fast as the GT220. Now here are some game benchmarks on high settings, okay? Here's the Batman game. Here is also Dirt 2 for those of you that are interested on these two resolutions. Of course, if you're going to up the resolution and play it on a higher setting, you're going to have to lower the quality, right, to maybe medium settings, because if you run everything on ultra high or high, then of course you're going to get the lower frames per second, right? So there you go. Those are the results. This is really for a home theater PC. If you want to upgrade your integrated video card that you have, obviously it's going to do a little bit better than your integrated video card, and because it supports DirectX 11, you're going to get that benefit as well, okay? Here is also the Heaven 2.0 benchmarks, which are DirectX 11, so you can see how much I'm getting on the frames per second running it on high. Of course, if I run this on low settings, we're going to get faster performance on the frames per second. Here is the card and what it comes with in the box. The manual, of course, the CD with the drivers come in this little case. There it is. And that's pretty much it for the card. Like I said, for roughly about $50 US, that's what you're going to get. And I'd like to thank Axel for providing it, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.